to the coast. Temperatures will be above normal for this time of year. The forecast for the Los Angeles County coast, including downtown Los Angeles, today, sunny after morning, low clouds and fog. Highs from the mid-70s to around 80 at the beaches to the mid-80s to around 90 inland. Southwest winds around 15 miles an hour in the afternoon. Tonight, mostly clear early, then low clouds and fog. Lows in the mid-60s to around 70 Saturday. Sunny after morning, low clouds and fog. Highs from the mid to upper 70s at the beaches to the mid-80s to around 90. Southwest winds around 15 miles an hour in the afternoon. Saturday night, mostly clear early, low clouds and fog. Lows in the mid-60s to around 70. Sunday, sunny after morning, low clouds and fog. Highs from the mid to upper 70s at the beaches to the mid to upper 80s inland. Southwest winds around 15 miles an hour in the afternoon. Sunday night, mostly clear in the evening, then areas of low clouds and fog. Lows in the mid-60s to around 70. Monday, sunny after eyes of morning, low clouds and fog. Highs from the mid-70s to around 80 at the beaches to the mid-80s to around 90 inland. Monday night, mostly clear in the evening, then areas of low clouds and fog. Lows in the upper 60s. Tuesday, sunny after eyes of morning, low clouds and fog. Highs from the mid-70s to around 80 at the beaches to the upper 80s to mid-90s inland. Tuesday night, mostly clear in the evening, then areas of low clouds and fog. Lows in the upper 60s. Wednesday, sunny after areas of morning, low clouds and fog. Highs from around 80 at the beaches to the upper 80s to mid-90s inland. Wednesday night, mostly clear in the evening, then areas of low clouds and fog. Lows in the upper 60s. Thursday, sunny after areas of morning, low clouds and fog. Highs from around 80 at the beaches to around 90 inland. At 9 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, on Friday, August 17th, these were the conditions around Southern California. At downtown Los Angeles, haze was reported. The temperature was 78, and the relative humidity 71%. The wind was calm. The pressure was 30.05 inches and rising. At Los Angeles Airport, haze was reported. The temperature was 75, and the relative humidity 78%. The wind was west at 5 miles an hour. The pressure was 30.07 inches and rising. At Torrance, it was cloudy. The temperature was 73. At Long Beach Airport, it was cloudy. The temperature was 74, and the relative humidity 78%. The wind was southwest at 5 miles an hour. At Santa Ana, it was cloudy. The temperature was 75. At Burbank, haze was reported. The temperature was 74. At Van Nuys, haze was reported. The temperature was 77. The wind was southeast at 6 miles an hour. At Ontario, haze was reported. The temperature was 75. At Woodland Hills, temperature was 77, and relative humidity was 69. Wind was northeast at 2 miles an hour. At Sandburg, it was 10 miles. Temperature was 80, and relative humidity was 23. Wind was north at 12 miles an hour. At Lancaster, it was sunny. The temperature was 85. The wind was southwest at 3 miles an hour. At Palm Springs, it was sunny. The temperature was 93, with a heat index of 96. The wind was east at 5 miles an hour. At Santa Barbara, it was cloudy. The temperature was 72. Around 9 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, on Friday, August 17th, these were the conditions along the Southern California coast. Across the Southern California waters, at East Santa Barbara Channel buoy, winds were southwest at 6 knots. Sea temperature 71 degrees. Air temperature 68 degrees. At Santa Monica Bay buoy, wave height 3 feet at 17 seconds. Sea temperature 74. At San Pedro Channel buoy, wave height 3 feet at 17 seconds. Sea temperature 74. At Santa Monica Basin buoy, winds were southwest at 6 knots. Wave height 4 feet at 17 seconds. Sea temperature 70. Air temperature 69. At West Santa Barbara Channel buoy, sea temperature 69 degrees. Wave height 5 feet. Wave period 17 seconds. At Tanner Banks buoy, 71 degrees. Air temperature 65 degrees. Wave height 6 feet. Wave period 16 seconds. Here is the surf forecast for the Los Angeles County beaches. Beach hazard statement through 9 p.m. Rip current risk. Today, surf heights 3 to 6 feet. Rip current risk high. Water temperature 60 to 76 degrees. Lightning potential none expected. Tides, high tide 3.7 feet at 2:37 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. Low tide 1.7 feet at 8:22 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. High tide 4.9 feet at 3:11 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. Low tide 1.4 feet at 10:19 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. Remarks: mixed south swell and west swell. Saturday, surf heights 3 to 5 feet with max sets to 6 feet. Rip current risk high. Water temperature 60 to 76 degrees. Lightning potential none expected. Tides, high tide 3.3 feet at 4:24 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. Low tide 2.3 feet at 9:25 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. High tide 4.9 feet at 4:17 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. Low tide 1/0.1 foot at 11:47 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. Remarks: mixed south swell and west swell. Here is the surf forecast for the Ventura County beaches. Beach hazard statement through 9 p.m. this evening. High rip current risk. Today, surf heights 3 to 6 feet. Rip current risk high. Water temperature 69 to 73 degrees. Lightning potential none expected. Tides, high tide 3.7 feet at 2:40 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. Low tide 1.8 feet at 8:21 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. High tide 5.0 feet at 3:15 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. Low tide 1.4 feet at 10:27 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. Remarks: west swell. Saturday, surf heights 3 to 5 feet with max sets 6 feet. Rip current high. Water temperature 69 to 73 degrees. Lightning potential none expected. Tides, high tide 3.3 feet at 4:27 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. Low tide 2.3 feet at 9:26 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. High tide 4.9 feet at 4:22 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. Low tide 1/0.1 foot at 11:54 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. Remarks: mixed south swell and west swell. The coastal weather observations issued at 7 a.m. In Morro Bay, sky was partly cloudy. Visibility was 7 miles. The wind was east at 02 knots. Waves were 01 feet at 12 seconds, with sets to 3 feet. Swell direction was from the northwest. Sea temperature was 62. Air temperature was 61. At Santa Barbara Harbor, sky was partly cloudy. Visibility was 8 miles. The wind was northeast at 02 knots. Waves were 01 feet at 10 seconds. Swell direction was from the southwest. Sea temperature was 72. Air temperature was 67. At Ventura Harbor, sky was partly cloudy, with fog. Visibility was 6 miles. The wind was east at 02 knots. Waves were 02 feet at 08 seconds, with sets to 3 feet. Swell direction was from the west. Sea temperature was 74. Air temperature was 70. At Channel Islands Harbor, sky was cloudy. Visibility was 8 miles. The wind was calm. Waves were 02 feet at 14 seconds. Swell direction was from the southwest. Sea temperature was 68. Air temperature was 68. At Santa Monica Pier, the wind was west at 05 knots. Sea temperature was 74. Air temperature was 72. You're listening to NOAA weather radio station KWO37, broadcasting on a frequency of 162.55 megahertz. The station is operated by the National Weather Service in Oxnard, California, and transmits from a tower on Mount Lukens in the San Gabriel Mountains. This broadcast is also relayed to a transmitter near Sandburg on a frequency of 162.425 megahertz. Here is the latest weather synopsis. A high-pressure system will build over